It's like really bad porn music, right? All right, we made it. What's up, guys? What's up, Facebook? Finally, after a long day, local out shows here. I have a special co-host, the Horror Freak 85. Let me stop the horrible music. What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, what's up? How's it going tonight?
Good, man. Shout out all your stuff, all your links, everything, man.
All right, well, let's see. My YouTube channel, same as the name here, the Horror Freak 85. This coming Saturday, I got Julianne Prescott coming on. The next, yeah, we'll be talking upcoming movies and cheerleader camp elimination and some other stuff. Then on the 15th, I got Gabriella Pizzolo. Hopefully I said that right, from Stranger Things and Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, and then on the 22nd, I got Sadie Katz coming on from Wrong Turn 6.
I know Sadie.
But yeah, I believe she's worked with you. So, yeah.
I've worked with Sadie before. She's awesome. She's amazing. All right, I'll invite the producer. No, that's awesome. You got a lot of great things going on, man.
And let's see, of course, the House of Horrors podcast Facebook group that'll have all the information with upcoming guests. People are free to post their information, horror related, of course, stuff like that, any projects. And I started another Facebook page, the Horror Freak 85 fan page, which is basically I'll post all the past shows on there. Has my IMDb link on there now. Since I've been in, it's been a busy year.
And you just acted in a Mark Polonia movie, right?
Yeah, The Stalking. So hopefully that'll be out soon. I don't know the date on that yet, but I do know Amityville Turkey Day. I got like a small little part that you're going to put in there. So
that's November, baby. This November.
So that, and then I'll also be joining in cheerleader camp elimination myself next year when you start filming, or when she starts filming. And so
sweet, yeah, when she's done in January.
So yeah, and hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. I know Mark Polonia, the movie that I was in, was his 99th film, so he'll be working on his 100th next. So
he's
who
the
knows?
best,
Maybe,
man.
So hopefully I'll get a call back for that. He said, I'll definitely be back eventually. So hopefully for the 100th, and that's pretty much what's going on. And
we could do a whole episode on Polonia, but right now we're doing Camp Blood.
Yes, of course.
We got the cast here. We got a lot of cast members here. Oh my God, they're all turning out. Okay, so we're gonna add them one by one.
All right.
Okay, so first is Shannon Hall. He played the survivalist, and he also was a camera operator. He helped with the cinematography in the film. He did everything. He was the first PA everything, key PA everything that you could think of on the set. He was amazing. What's up, Shannon? What's going on, man?
What's up, everyone?
Hey, made welcome. It. Whoa, dude, that DVD collection. You're giving Cool Dude a run for his money, man.
Let's just say a random title and see if he can pull it out.
Now we have a living legend. We have a scream queen, a legit scream queen. I just watched Camp Blood 7 the other day, just to rewatch it because I haven't seen it in so long. Mel Heflin. I hope I pronounced that right. Did I pronounce that right? I hope so. What's up, Mel?
You did. Hi, it's so good to be here.
Hey, good to talk to you again. Been a while.
Yeah, it has.
Thanks for coming through. We're excited to talk to you. Then we have the man with the plan. He was the lead, Pastor Stuart Lincoln. That's actually David Stern's creation, this character. David Perry. What's up, David?
Hello.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, man. Good to see you.
I made it.
Made it. We all made it. It was a long day, but we all made it. Oh my God, look who we have.
Glad you made it. I'm glad I made it.
So this next person we have is Heather Harlow. She's a scream queen. She does effects. She was awesome on set. She did a great job acting. Great to have on set. She helped me with the effects. She did an amazing job. What is good, Heather? What's going on?
Hey, stranger. Hi, everyone.
What is good?
So excited.
Hey,
Good to see you again. Oh my God, we have a surprise person. I didn't even think this person was gonna come. She's a legend in the making. She killed it in the movie. She's getting great reviews. She was one of the best actresses I've ever worked with. She was fantastic. We have Erica Dyer up in here. What is good?
Erica.
Hello. Hello. I was wondering if I had to have my camera on, and then I'm like, no, you guys don't want to see me in my robe. So
I always want to see you in your robe.
Heather says, what's up, guys? Long time no see. What is going on? Well, we talk every day in the group chat, so it is like we see.
Yeah. But it's good to see everyone's faces. I can't believe that was like over 6 months ago.
I'm gonna try and get in contact with David Sterling. Can you just ask them some questions real fast? Because I have to figure out. I gotta figure out how to get this to David Sterling because he said he might actually come.
All right.
I can send it to him too. If you need to.
Everybody just message him at once. What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here's the link. Here's the link, David.
It's just weird. I'm in. Okay.
So welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm glad to be here to co-host with Will here. So how did you each get involved with Camp Blood, and how was it working with Will?
It was wonderful. I had first worked. Yeah, I had first worked with Will and Julie on Silent Night, Bloody Night 3. That was right? Silent Night, Bloody Night 3. I think that was our first one.
Oh my God,
that's how I got hooked up with them.
We met in Manhattan, and we rented out like this weird nightclub thing, and we shot a really cool scene. It came out really good. She kills me. I think it's my first on-screen death. She kills me in my first on-screen death.
Yeah,
cool.
and I never said a word the entire time. I don't say anything.
Yeah,
throughout it.
She did not say anything. Yeah.
But it was still one of my favorite parts because I got to kill like 4 people.
Yeah, she took out 4 people with one knife, and she took the Santa mask. It was really important to the pot. It's the cold open of the film. It looks great. It's really fun. She has some really gory kills in it. She kills me and Julie, so it's really badass.
Nice. I always think that's the 2 best roles, either to be killed or be the killer. That's got to be fun.
Absolutely.
I know,
what about you, Shannon? Shannon, you came all the way from freaking Kentucky.
Yeah, I messaged you through Facebook after I heard about the Indiegogo campaign, and pretty much just volunteered to do whatever you needed on set, and you welcomed me in, and everything was great. Everybody on set treated me just like I'd been doing it all my life. David Perry, Tim Hatch, all of them did wonderful with me. Heather and Jamie worked with me well. Erica, she was amazing also, but you and Julie just let me do whatever.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. And then he was like, I could do some acting. And I'm like, yeah, I have a role of a hobo that gets his arms ripped off. Do you want that part? And he's like, okay. And it went from hobo to survivalist. So we upgraded him. So what about you, Mel? You were in several Camp Blood films. How does it feel to be a part of a movie that dates back to 1999? You were amazing in Camp Blood 7. I love like every time you were on screen, you were so good. Your death was like iconic. You have like those iconic pictures with your guts hanging out. So how does it feel for you to be in a couple of these films?
It's just such an honor to be able to be such a big part of the series. I think this is my 4th or my 5th Camp Blood movie that I've worked on. There's one that's yet to be released.
Wow.
Yeah, some of my footage ended up in Children of Camp Blood and Ghosts of Camp Blood.
I got you. Okay, so
and there's one that's coming out that
yeah. And that was David Sterling's idea to make you like the angel and the devil in the movie and stuff. So he's like, I want Mel Heflin in this movie, and I picture her as the angel and the devil. So I was like, how can I figure that out? And I was like, oh yeah, like a flashback. She got killed. What's up, Cody? What's going on, bro? Thanks for coming.
Hey, Cody.
I had so much fun with the costumes, just getting to run wild with it.
Yeah. And Heather, how'd you find out about this movie? Did I contact you? I don't remember.
You did. You reached out to me and said, hey, I've got a Camp Blood movie coming up. I want you to be a part of it. And the rest is kind of history. It was insane. My first time in New York. My first time ever to New York. But
oh my God. So I had to pick up Heather at like 1 o'clock in the morning in the Ronkonkoma train station in Long Island. And I'm walking up and there's like a woman. There's a woman with like towels over her and you could just see her eyes. And I'm like, oh, that's just like a crazy homeless lady. It's Heather.
Believe me.
Because it was like
so cold.
It was like 5 degrees out. And
so cold.
Like,
yeah. And then I got lost on the way home. I missed my flight.
Heather is very sexy today. Or Heather is looking sexy today. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I got lost in New York literally, and on the way back because the bus station I got dropped off didn't have a bus until 3, and that's when my flight was. So it was kind of like crazy I'll have to tell. The story is long, but I did obviously make it out alive. I missed my flight. I missed my bus. It was insane, but worth every single moment of craziness.
Oh my God! Didn't you get lost going home too, and you were like stranded along?
Yeah, I did, and I'd never been to New York.
God.
New York is like its own country. It's like its own. It's the trains and stuff are very overwhelming, but if you can just read and be on time, you're good. But sometimes you get like I said, that station is just kind of out of nowhere. Me and David are like, what's happening? But yeah, no, it was a blast on set. I had so much fun with it and my character and working with you guys, and excited to and the cast, everybody was just amazing.
Everybody smashed it. It's a really fun movie. I think it's one of the better Camp Bloods. David, what about you, man? How did you get involved with this?
Well, let's see. Funny thing, I'm on my way to film another movie, and then I get a call from the director, and he asked me if I wanted to be in it. He's like, you get to play a priest again, and then I find out that David Sterling actually he suggested me, and I was like, I'm still like, because I didn't think he remembered me because I only met him that one time,
He wanted you as the lead. That's right. Contact me. He said, contact David Perry. I think he could be the lead, and I want him to work with Jamie Morgan. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and I got to meet Jamie for the first time, and I was just so nervous, though, because I was like, oh, my God, she's been in a lot of stuff. So I'm like, oh, my God, what do I do? And then, when it was time to do that scene, it was like, okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, might as well. I came all this way, so
Cody said, David, you were hilarious in Amityville Thanksgiving. That's a notorious scene where Sean and David Perry talk about eating ass for like 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
And he said the famous line. He said, if you're not eating, you ain't cheating. What was it? What did you say?
It's like Bill Clinton says, eating ain't cheating.
Eating ain't cheating. Yeah.
I don't know if he really said that, but I had a shirt a long time ago that said it. I was like, I saw it at this shop in Daytona Beach, Florida, and I was like, I was just laughing. My teenage self is just giggling and laughing at all the, And then when my mother wasn't looking, I bought one. I bought a couple of them. And I wore it to school and everything, and they're like, oh. And so
it was great improv. It worked out, man. People love that scene. It's a very vulgar scene, but people love that scene. So what about you, Erica? How'd you get involved with Camp Blood and everything? And what'd you think of the character initially? I know the script came to you a little later because we were running around like we always do. What was your impression on Grace and the character and the film, being in a slasher like this?
I loved it. I absolutely adored it. This was the first time that I'd been given a chance to really do what I kind of wanted. Wow. I was able to make the character my own.
And you did. Some of those scenes, a lot of people say
and
like
my Wi-Fi is spotty, so I don't even know if you guys got half of that.
No, we did. You came out really clear. Mine is a little bit right now too. I pay extra for the good internet too. I don't know why. But no, that scene where you're yelling in the bar is amazing. I don't know what happened. It was like you were possessed and everything. And then we had that scene where me and you did it. We're yelling at each other, and it was so intense. She yelled at me, and I flew back, and I yelled at her, and she flew back. It was very intense.
The scene in the bar with her was
it was very real. Yeah, and the scene with you and her in the bar is really great.
It was great. It was great. It was one times.
You're a great actress because you're such a sweetheart, and you're such a bitch. Oh, it's so great.
Yeah.
No, really, Eric, I adore you, and I had such a good time being.
It's like all the nicest people play the best villains and bitches.
Yeah. And again, thank you everybody for coming. I know we had a late start. I had a lot going on today, man. So appreciate everybody for being here. Steven, as somebody who hasn't seen the movie, what do you think? Any questions on this Camp Blood? What do you notice from the trailer? What is the buzz for you on the franchise Camp Blood, and looking forward to this upcoming release? Because Camp Blood is big in the indie horror community. It's one of those movies people either love it or hate it, but it always gets attention when it comes out.
For this one, do you think there were any other challenges, or like trying to follow up any of the other ones? What were the challenges to like try to keep on the tradition there for you guys?
It was really tough because David wrote an outline, right? He wrote a whole outline for the movie, a treatment we call it in the film world. And me and Julie went off that, and then he hired a writer who wrote the whole movie. But it turned out to be like this police drama with like really like vulgar sex. Like it was stuff that I couldn't even film. Like stuff. There was like a scene with David Parry and Jamie Morgan where they were like having butt ass naked sex and putting blood all over each other. And me and Julie looked at this and we're like, we can't do this. This is impossible. We don't want to do this and we can't do this. And then I sent the script to David. I was like, this is like a police drama. It's not going to work. No offense to the writer. The guy's a great writer. I think it was just not the right format for this film. And David agreed. So he let me and Julie write the sleep. I would do it in the morning. Then I would go to work and Julie write it at night. Then I would come home. That's what we did to finish the script. So I would do the day shift. She'd do the night shift. And I think we made it work because we had to base it off a pastor and tie it into Camp Blood 666, which was kind of a supernatural Camp Blood. So that was the challenge right there, trying to make everything make sense. And then we had to fit in the people who did remote roles and everything. So it was very challenging. And the actual shoot was kind of challenging too for the reasons like the weather. What's up, TK Payne? What's going on, bro? Bro, it was raining like cats and dogs. It was what was it, October, guys, or December we shot it?
It was December.
It was cold. It wasn't cold for me, but I know it was cold. Like one actress, Jen, she's not here, Jen Feldy, she was so cold. She was like shaking and stuff. And there was a scene where Jamie was like tied up, and it was, I don't remember if it was cold in there, but Erica kept putting a jacket over her, and it was cold. The shoot was pretty easy. It was long days. I think we did like 15 hours a day, but just the elements were really tough. The mud, we were going to use these great cabins, and it was just total mud over there. We couldn't go over there. So the elements were a big factor in the shoot. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. And Erica said, I apologize for I love seeing everyone. This was an amazing movie. Love being Grace. Thank you, Erica. It really was. What about you guys? Experiences on set. What do you guys like? What comes to mind? Shannon, what comes to mind on set? Like I'm saying, there was no big issues. Everybody was cool. I think the elements and the weather were the big factor that we had to deal with on that shoot.
Pretty much. I can't really think of anything bad that happened. It was just a great experience all around. I guess this was my first movie ever. So
really, wow, I didn't even know that, dude. You were such a pro. Holy crap!
Yeah, so I'm gonna have these memories for the rest of my life about how well everybody treated me. So it was a pretty awesome set.
Yeah, it was definitely in my top 2 favorite shoots of all time. I had such a blast making it. Did something happen. Somebody got hurt on set. Heather, what happened, Heather? I came, I heard a scream, and there were people surrounding you. What the heck happened?
Me?
Yeah. What happened? I remember I heard a scream, and somebody say, "Oh my god!"
I always get hurt on set. Yeah. Not like. I mean, in my real life. I mean, in my regular life too. I'm a klutz. I don't remember.
I think the table fell on your nose.
I think she fell asleep.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were shooting the scenes in the office, in the sheriff's office. And I don't remember exactly what went down, but something did drop on my face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like I don't know, but it's not a shoot unless I fall or get smacked in the face with a door or something. So I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, you handle it like a pro, though.
Thanks.
There was a paramedic on set. We had an EMT on set. Which was great.
I was okay. I didn't break my nose.
Happened too.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. But yeah, my nose was okay. It's still there.
I believe we were in the back with Erica and Bloodworth shooting their scene.
Yes.
When we heard everything go down, and Bloodworth just jumped right in because, like you said, he works in that field, so he took good care of her.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That happened. I don't know if I was set dressing in there, but it was like while you guys were filming, or I can't remember exactly what happened, but I took one to the nose.
What's up, Logan? So I want to ask Mel. Hey, Mel. So Mel, what was your experience doing the Camp Blood films? I know the one Camp Blood 7, that's considered one of the best Camp Bloods, and I think ours will be too. what was your experience filming that with Poloni, and what was your experience filming this one, and what were like the differences, like with your character and stuff? Because it was the same character.
So I always love shooting with Mark. It's the days move so quickly, and we get so much done. It's like, how did we get this amount done? As Steven would know.
Yeah, it was quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I love the camaraderie of actually being on set. I always really appreciate being able to do remote roles, to be able to be involved, and to be able to I like to be a little bit extra as I can, go extra with the costumes, go extra with the makeup, just whatever I can do that day, however much I can fit in. But it's just the lack of conversation, just setting up my phone and the lights and the backdrops and doing everything myself. It got lonely for those 3 years. So I'm definitely truly looking forward to shooting our next one.
Are you back? You're back in the US, right?
I am.
Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna put a lot
wonderful
of work
to be back.
Get ready.
Yeah.
A lot of work for you.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
Now, Polonia is always fun to work with, man. I think everybody should do it once in their life. We went up there and we shot Camp Murder during the pandemic, and it was a lot of fun. It's like movie making summer camp. It was so fun. It was a great time.
He's great to work with.
Yeah, he really is. He's like the nicest guy. What's up, Logan? What's going on, Logan? Mel, you were great in Return to Splatter Farm and Bride of the Way. Yes, you were great in Return to Splatter Farm. I don't know why. I think I saw that recently too. Yeah, she gets her head chopped off the guy. I
had so much fun making those too. This is really fun to make.
That was a classic. So, David, what was the challenge in playing the lead in this film? How did you feel about it? This was your first lead, technically, right? What was it? What was going on, man? What was going on in your head? What was going on in your mind? There was a big sex scene in there. What I know you were nervous about it. You talked to me before. How did you feel about everything, the whole process, and
Well, I felt really great and stuff. A little bit nervous, but I'm like that with that comes with every film I do. And so, and this time, when I am in the lead and stuff, it's like, okay, there's a little bit of that, but then I'm like, well, they trust me with it, so I'm just
hang on, Dave. Erica has to drop because her internet. I just want to say bye to Erica. Thanks for coming, Erica. We had
bye, Erica. Always good seeing you.
You were amazing. I can't wait till the movie comes out. Bye, what's up, Avery? Thank you for the great artwork. Go ahead, David. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Yeah. So, I pretty much felt I felt great about it, and then also reading the script and everything, and getting to know the character a little bit, and just I just kind of felt like. I need to put a little bit, whatever nervousness I'm feeling, just put it aside and assume this leadership role, basically. Because now I'm I'm like top build in this film. And then also my character is he's responsible for these people. And, we're all just together helping each other. But I'm also looked at as their spiritual leaders. So I kind of have to so part of me is I want to fall apart, but then the other part is okay, I want to keep it together for them. And so that was just, that was a pretty interesting journey for me to go on as well.
Yeah, no, it was. And it was really great. I think as the film went on, you got more confident and, you felt more comfortable in the role and the character. I haven't had a good day. Well, I hope things get better, Logan. Hang in there, man. Today was a rough day for me too, but that too shall pass, my brother. We got TK Payne. Erica is an awesome person. Yes, she is a very awesome person. Shannon, that role, remember the scene when we killed you, Shannon? And how we shot that? Because I had to be in the scene too. I remember we worked that thing out and stuff. Shannon, there was a thing with the fake blood where Shannon couldn't put the fake blood in his mouth. It was like a one shot. So I remember working it out with you. I'm like, trust me, it's gonna go this way and that way and stuff. And then you're like, I can only put the blood in my mouth one time and stuff. So I remember. What do you remember about that scene?
I just remember us going through the practice of it without the blood. Everything worked right. So instead of chancing it, we just did the one practice and then put Tim Hatch behind the camera and and we rode with it, and it worked out great.
It worked out good. People love it. It came out fun, man. It's good cheesy B movie fun. It's funny how like that scene with the blood coming out of your mouth. You're like, but I forgot what you said. But in the cut, we show the close up of your facial expression, which people love, and the blood coming out, and then when the arms come out, the blood is gone. But it works though.
So I guess you had the bad tasting blood. I heard sometimes it's all right and sometimes it's bad.
Yeah, we usually buy the stage blood, but it gets expensive, so I do the old school way: corn syrup, food coloring,
Yeah.
and it gets it done every time. But that gets really thick. It gets really thick, and
Could always
it
use some
becomes like
fake blood,
syrup.
maybe.
It's syrup. Yeah, people use syrup. People use all types of. People use the soap blood when you don't want it to stain.
Yeah.
So I remember when we did the movie Amityville Shark House in L.A. and they did like it was a studio, so they did like a checklist, and there's a scene where Sean C. Phillips throws up in a preacher's face, and we had like the effects artist had like this blue pump thing, and he shot it, and it went all over the wall and the ceiling. So when the guy came to do the checklist, we were like covering it and stuff, and he didn't notice. And then Sean, like an idiot, comes in. I'm really sorry about what we did to the wall and stuff. And I'm like, shut up. And the guy looked around, but we didn't get caught. We just got the hell out of there.
It's like, have a good day. Bye.
I was like, what an idiot, man. But yeah, man, I don't know what was in that. The effects artist, he was a really talented guy though, but I have no idea what was in that blue stuff. Who all is in this video trying to figure out who I'm seeing? Okay, so we have Steven. Steven, how do you pronounce your last name? Me and Julie always say it wrong. We fight over your last name.
I'm sure I've heard different ways. It's Flug.
Stephen Flug. I call you Stephen Flug.
That's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard P Flug, P Flung.
So we have Stephen Flug. He's a podcaster, and he hosts his own very popular horror show on YouTube and Facebook. Does it go anywhere else? Just YouTube and Facebook.
YouTube and Facebook, yeah.
YouTube and Facebook. He has a lot of big time guests. We have Shannon, a very up and coming DP and actor, or cinematographer. I'm old school, so I say DP. We have Heather Harlow, a legit scream queen. She's doing her thing. We have David Perry, who's in a lot of upcoming movies, actor. And then we have Mel Hef. You just got to Google her and everything pops up. She's a scream queen. So that's what we have right now going on. The cast of Camp Blood 666 Part 2, which we shot last December. Okay, so I sent an invite to David Sterling. I don't know if he's coming or not. Hopefully he does. But overall, the whole experience was amazing, guys. I had a great time with every one of you. It's like you become like family. Shannon, I know you bonded with the guys, and I'm glad you were able to come into the cabin because they're like, oh, no extra people, no extra cars. So I thought they were going to kick us out, so I didn't know what was going on. But then I realized they didn't care and stuff. So I was happy that you ended up staying in the cabin with everybody, and
Yeah, for those that don't know, I was traveling from Kentucky in my van and sleeping in my van for the week.
Yeah.
And Tim and David let me stay in the cabin with them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. I was so happy and stuff, and we filled the cabin up.
We set you up a little pallet. You were super comfy.
Yeah, like a little beanbag, right? I just remember like me and Julie were like, we're old people, so we were like sleeping. And the cabin next to us, Heather and Jamie was in there. I don't know if they were like lifting Heather up in the ceiling and partying, but I heard like the loudest noises coming and people cheering and laughing.
We were watching like
you guys
we were watching 24
cabin?
hours of Deal or No Deal. So I don't know if that's what was happening.
There's like 50 ways to say it's like Deal or No Deal.
It was like the rowdiest party ever. It was like, yeah. And I was like, what is Heather doing? Is she like the maestro? Like a DJ?
I remember them screaming, and we were like, what is going on? And they told us, yeah, Deal or No Deal. Like, what?
Jamie's great. We had a blast.
But it was so cool. Thanks to the Indiegogo backers and everybody, we had the run of a whole freaking campground in Greenpoint, New York. I don't know if you know what Greenpoint is. It's past the Hamptons. It's like one of the nicest beach towns. Like there's zero crime. It's all rich people. So we had this rich ass campground to run wild on and just do whatever you want. Murder people. Had access to everything. The on-site bar, all the cabins. I think they were called Yorks because they were like these weird modified cabins. And then these huge tents where we shot as the Witch's Lair, just everything, man. It was awesome. It was everything a filmmaker could ask for. I call it Evil Dead style shooting because, in Evil Dead the original, they bought a house and they just had the whole location. You just rent out the whole location and make your movie, It was the filmmaker's dream. What did you guys think of the location and actually getting to the camp? Like, I don't know if you guys camped in your life. For me, I never went camping, so it was pretty pretty cool to do that.
Well, I'm a heavy camper. I love camping.
Yeah.
Just got back from camping in Virginia Beach last week, but
yeah,
the campsite was great. It was great.
Yeah, the yurts were really nice.
Yeah,
I know. They had showers.
So we didn't have hot water for a minute, but we figured out we figured it out. It was,
oh my God, I know. Oh,
you remember that?
I think you had to turn the sink water on and let it run so you have hot water.
Yeah, then you couldn't turn the sink. You had to turn the sink on. Yeah, we figured it out. But Jamie, like, she was a beast. She was like, I'm doing this. I'm like, nah, I gotta figure it out.
She was amazing.
Summer in New York in the cold shower.
And at one point, we lost all hot water. We lost all water. They had to refill
all water.
Tanks. They had these outdoor tanks. Shannon, you know what they call them? I don't know the term.
I don't.
These massive outdoor tanks, and then they filled it up with water and stuff. So it's pretty.
Yeah, they had to like truck in water because they shut off water for the season.
One more memory that I want to bring up that Will might cringe a little bit on is when we were in the front office filming, and his camera decided to jump off of the tripod.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, we were there. We were filming an office scene, and the camera just got supernatural, flew off the tripod, and it just landed. Somehow the lens didn't break. I was so happy. I always wanted to use that camera. For some reason, I didn't shoot in 4K. I should have shot it in 4K, you know? And then Shannon, I've done so many, which is a 24. I was so used to doing 30, and 29 and stuff. So it has a video production look, the actual movie, which I think works for the movie, though, you know? If you don't know, cinematic is a little slower. It's like the footage is slowed down in video production. It's real time. So it has like a different kind of feel, more gritty feel to it and stuff, you know? But it worked out, man. We got through it, you know? We got through it. Did you have your backup cameras just in case?
I had the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're seeing, and Santa actually shot a scene when the camp owner gets murdered. He's spying, he's being a perv and perving on Heather. I think Heather was like in the shower or something like that. And he was like playing with his Winky or something like that. And the killer came and like took his manhood. And Steven, have you seen the trailer for the movie or no?
I don't think I've watched it. I might have. I'm not sure, but I know I plan on seeing it as soon as I can. Though.
All right, let me play the trailer so you can see it. Then I just want to hear your thoughts. All right. I haven't used StreamYard in so long. I got to remember how to do all this fancy stuff. Okay. Hang on. Let's do this. Hopefully you guys could like hear it too. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Setting. Loki, chill out. How do you do this again? Oh, here we go. Okay. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see that. All right. Is there volume on it?
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Is there volume or no?
You know I had a liquor like.
Yes.
There is volume? Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we'll play it. Steven, you can watch that.
I bet you know I had a liquor license.
Oh, yeah, I did see it.
The Clown.
I'm dying. There's something going on.
Back.
Holy shit.
The Camp Blood Clown Killer's back.
Find them all and kill them.
Kill them all.
I command you to do my bidding.
And you are gonna die. Show me how to use your big stick.
There's a bunch of dead campers here, Ranger.
Go.
Where are you, son of a bitch?
Big Bad Ranger. A nasty bitch.
I finally identified the local flasher. Oh, crap! 2 clowns! What the hell is going on in this damn godforsaken camp?
Camp Blood 666 Part 2, Exorcism of the Clown.
I bet it's been a long time since you've seen a pair of these.
All right.
Yeah. Movie gold right there.
There was.
Love it.
No, it looks like lots of fun. What do you think, Steven? After seeing it for the first time, what do you think?
I actually did see it. It's been a while, but I remember seeing John in it and Tim and all them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that refreshed my memory. Like, oh, I remember seeing all that now. Yeah.
So many things come to mind, like the Heather. I haven't seen a pair of these. That's like iconic. That's like so summer camp movie. Heather, you did really great. You nailed it with
Thank
that.
you so much.
Me killing
Appreciate
Julie, that was really hard for me because she's like my baby in real life, you know. So it's like it was really hard to kill her. And she was really fighting me for a second, like with the shotgun. I was like, "What the hell's going on? We're acting," and she's like really tense.
Oh, we're acting. That's right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, are we really fighting right now?
Would you piss her off that day? What?
And then I like take the shotguns and it like goes into her ribs and I feel it. And she's like, whoa. And I'm like, oh my God. So I take off the mask. I'm like, am I hurting you? And she's like, I'm acting. But it was like so real because she was just so into the scene that she was like really fighting with me. You know, it was just so confusing. You know, you're like killing the person you love, you know? Then you like kind of turned on at the same time. It's just weird, you know. It was just very primal. But that was like the hardest scene for me to do in the movie. And then you're working directing, and then you got to get behind the camera. I think it was a scene in the police station. I could not stop laughing. Shannon was filming, and I just couldn't stop laughing for like a half an hour. Everything I said.
God,
and then I started joking and making the other guy laugh. It just happens. You get the local flash or Cody Tudor. Yeah. You know?
That was fun.
You know, let me see if I could get Cody in here because Cody is a Camp Blood aficionado too, and he was also in the film. How did I forget that? Sorry about that, Cody. Hang on. Oh, let me get a link.
So, what was your of just what we saw in the trailer? I'm sure there's more, but of what we've seen, what was the best kill that you enjoyed, or gore? What was your favorite kill or torture scene?
Wow. There were some really cool ones. The arm rip was a lot of fun because we did a little practical and CGI and stuff. I wanted to really do it, like go hard with it, but my After Effects, you know, wasn't that great. I just couldn't get it to work on it. But that one was a lot of fun. I like the way Heather did the effect for the disemboweled, the guy, the fireman who got disemboweled. The opening with the hatchet to the head came out really bloody and cool. And then when he kills the girl who you think is going to be the final girl, that cold opening. So I like those two kills. We had a lot of fun. It was so cold out, and Heather just like dumped blood all over his head. And the guys like just like put all the blood in my mouth. What about you guys? Any kills that stand out?
Yeah, for me it was Shannon's death. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun to watch too. You know, it's like, oh my God, 2 clowns, and then like I was just taking turns and stuff like that, and just
And it was cool because there was like a little army hut. It had like camo on it, and it was like his little like survivalist pad and stuff. So it worked out really good. Mel, how was it to film that death scene that you did in Camp Blood 7 with the everybody thinks those are balloons. Those are not balloons. Those are actually sausage links that Bologna buys from like the butcher, and he blows them up like with his mouth, and then he puts fake blood in them. People don't know that. He did it on Camp Murder. I saw him do it.
Yeah, mine were the exact same way. It was so easy to film. Like, you know, like filming with him is so easy. It was just goofy and fun, and you know, with filming those scenes is so you go into the moment, and then as soon as you're done, you're right back to goofing off. I love it.
Yeah. I wish I could find like that scene. I guess there's no pictures of it. I'm trying to look for it. I remember I saw it. I must have just watched the movie.
I had it as my cover photo on Facebook for a long time.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but I guess it's too gory for them to have it like on Google, because I just Googled Mel Hef Camp Blood, and it's just like the poster and everything. But it was really good. And you guys did some David Sterling is here. Oh my God. All right, guys, we have a very special guest, the producer of the Camp Blood series, David Sterling.
I'm not that special.
What's up, Dave? What's going on, man? Thanks for coming through.
Can you guys see me okay? Hold on.
We can see you.
Like, hi, everyone. Thanks for being in Camp Blood.
Guys,
hi, Dave.
What's up,
I know David. I met David before.
Oh, wow.
We were on the set. We were on your Bigfoot movie.
Oh, yeah, on Amityville Bigfoot. That's right. You guys actually were. That's how he knew you. I didn't even put that together. Amityville Bigfoot.
Yeah. Because I was like, I remember you from that, but I didn't think you remembered me after after everything was all done. And
how can anyone not remember David? Come on, man.
oh, well, okay, yeah.
So
yeah, but thanks again for suggesting me for the lead. Yeah, thanks again. I really appreciate it. In my Ghostface voice, it's an honor.
Thanks for all that extra money you sent me. No, I'm just kidding.
What? I didn't get it, but okay.
If you don't know, David Sterling has done over 200 movies. He's the creator of the Camp Blood series. Amazing to work with. He actually started my career out, so I'm always grateful to David Sterling. I'm gonna cry.
I don't know about that.
So he's given.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm running around. I'm going to Arizona for a convention, the Mad Monster Ball, whatever. Mad
Monster Party. Yeah.
So I'm running around all over the place. Who's on here?
We got Mel Heflin. You know Mel? Have you met Mel in person, Dave?
I met once. Well, not in person, but we chatted.
We're good friends, me and Mel. I would say, wouldn't you, Mel?
I'd say we're good buddies.
Aw.
Right. Mel's been in a lot of my movies.
So we have Steven.
I'm going to be in all of his movies.
Wow.
Well,
everyone.
Mel's in a lot of my movies, and I like working with her a lot. And she's been in Camp Bloods. She's been in Axe Grinder. She's been in Bride of Werewolf. She's been like a shitload of stuff.
That's right, Bride of the Werewolf. You were the lead. That was a big movie. I remember when that.
We have big things planned. We have big things. Big things coming, right, David? Right?
Of course. I'm surprised Mel was out of town for a while, but I'm surprised that Mel does not work a lot more than she does.
I appreciate that.
Who else do I know out there?
We have Heather
Who else
Harlow.
do I know out there?
Heather Harlow.
Heather Harlow, how are you?
It's good to talk to you again. Really well.
I'm trying to get you on my night talk show.
Absolutely, I'm totally down.
I did a show called Night Talk, and I used to do it a lot years ago, and I just started bringing it back, and I'm just kind of working my way back into it. We're kind of getting really busy, but I think like everybody's doing these podcasts, and I need to do them too. I mean, you have to, if you don't do it, then other people are gonna remember them, and they're not gonna remember you. So you have to do all this stuff.
Night Talk was one of the original Facebook shows. I remember Night Talk.
Yeah,
he's bringing it back little by little.
We're gonna revive it.
Well, we did about 150 episodes.
Oh wow!
I think Mel's going to be coming on one time, and
I'm totally down.
All you guys could be on my show. All you gotta do is text me, and we'll set up a time. Like I said, right now I'm doing it like we did one just off the cuff last night, because I was just hanging out here. So we did one, and then Joe Sherlock, the great show Sherlock that I make a lot of movies with too. He was on. He's been on. I would say he's been on more of my shows than most other guests. He's a good friend, and and people like his movies too. So
very nice. No, there's a lot of exciting things coming from Sterling Entertainment. We have another guest, a very hardcore fan of the Axe Grinder and Camp Blood series, and he also made a cameo in the film. Cody, what's up, Cody?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Cody, how's it going?
Hey, Cody.
Hey, Dave, how's it going, brother?
Good. Cody is a big fan of this stuff.
I've given Dave a lot of my money.
Which, me being a Jewish producer, the only thing we want more than some money, we want more money. So.
That's the key to making it in this film, is making some money. We got to get a little money here,
Exactly.
So, David, what do you have coming up, man?
Oh, we have a lot of stuff. I have 3 box sets we're trying to get out through the end of the year, and I'm I'm coming up with it, and I was going to do slip covers, but it's very hard to make for me. So I came up with my own slip cover box, which will be, I would say in about 2 weeks, they'll be start popping up on different, I work a lot with Netflix and stuff and mine, and I do eBay, so that'll be coming up. And we have I think we're going to do a different Camp Blood box because I'm waiting for a Camp Blood animated movie, which I think Mel's in, right, Mel?
I almost slipped about talking about it earlier, and I was like, I need to stop myself right now because I don't know if I'm announcing anything.
Well, I've been announcing it, and I think we may have a new box for Camp Blood. So,
I haven't seen anything from it. I'm dying to see something.
I'll send you something, Mel.
Yes,
wow.
please.
So another Camp Blood, animated Camp Blood is confirmed right now. That is awesome. Very, very cool.
And it's been in the works for 2 years, actually.
Is this Camp Blood 10 or this is a spinoff?
It's Camp Blood X.
Okay.
And hopefully, I'm hoping it's going to be done in September so we could release it on Black Friday in this new box set I want to make. So I have all this stuff. The 6 months, the first 6 months were kind of slow, just not getting a lot of stuff out there. But I have a lot of content that I got to get out there, And I had to get the Camp Blood 666 your movie out there. I don't know what that chirping is. That's coming from you and me.
I don't know. It's not. It's every once in a while. It's like a little bit. I don't think it's too bad. But no, and I gotta say the whole thing, the Blu-ray for Camp Blood 666 Part 2 was amazing. You put so much in there, all the features, the artwork and stuff. You really outdid yourself.
Everybody works hard. It's not just me. I have a Blu-ray guy. I got got the art guy from Avery, and you guys made the money and made the movie. And I like to put a lot of extras on there. I even put, I think there's 2 cuts of the movie on on that. There's 2 cuts, and there's a bonus movie, Camp Blood Kill, I think is on there, which Mel again is in that movie.
Yeah,
I've done a few. I love it.
The Queen of Camp Blood. I had no idea. The Queen of Camp Blood, Mel.
I think Camp Blood Kill is on that Blu-ray.
It is. Yeah, it is. It was in the. I read it.
Mel's like all over the place.
Mostly on Camp Blood, but yeah.
But
I've done over 100 movies now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow, I wish I did.
The future of Camp Blood is bright. You have so many people who want to consume Camp Blood media, and there's more coming and stuff, and it seems like it's more frequent, so people are really excited. I read the reviews, and they want more Camp Blood, so we're giving it to them. We're giving it to them.
Yeah. You have to pace yourself, but I think it's been 1, sometimes 2 a year, and I think that's the mark for the people that love this Camp Blood. But I want to do more X-Finders too, because I really want to build that series up. Of course, I know I'm taking all the time, but of course, I want to do new things next year. Mark Polonia just did another 8 movies for me, and I think we're going to do a second 8 movie. So there'll be 2 Empire movies coming out, hopefully sometime this year. The first one's done, and then we're just waiting on to start the second one. And then there's always stuff going on, even when I'm slow. There's always there's a couple of people who are talking about making financing movies, giving me money to make, because I've been financing a lot of this stuff. Of course, the great Will raised the money on this one. He did a great job.
Thank you.
So we did 10 movies in 5 states. Well, I did in 10 movies in 5 states last year. We just did. I was only on the set for one of them, Fangs, which is now out on VOD and on I think like everywhere. It's not streaming, but you could rent it and you could buy it for download. It'll be streaming soon. It's Fangs. It's kind of a vampire comedy. I did it with Dennis Devine and Dr. Randy, as we say, I call him. He's lead in it, and Marlene McCohen, one of our Sterling Entertainment regulars, and a bunch of new people. They were great. So, but Will's the man. He has like, you know, knows how to raise money. And Dave, how many states have you done movies in, Dave?
Who, me? Oh, let's see. Well, I've been all over, you know, been LA to New York and back again, and you know.
Well, you know, just Dave,
hey guys, I just want to say film director John Ward is in here now too. What's up, John?
Hey.
How's everybody going? Hey, hi,
Hey, John.
Hi. Hey,
John. Hi. Do I know you, John?
Hey,
do I know you, John?
I've bought 1 or 2 movies from you. That's about it.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Wow.
I love the bromance.
There's a lot of power from the horror community in here, man. The indie horror community is repping strong today. We got some.
Well, you know, I live in California, so like anything goes, you know. So.
So, Dave, we're really excited what you're putting out. We're really excited what you're doing with Camp Blood and Axe Grinder too, man. So there's a lot of good things going on, man. We love the bots.
Axe Grinder 666, really.
Axe Grinder 666, yeah.
So awesome. I mean, I'm talking to some different, and I've said this before. Eventually, I want to do Axe Grinder versus Camp Blood. So maybe next year.
Mm-hmm.
And other stuff. There's like, you know, I could only make so many. I mean, I wish I could make 20 movies a year, and I can't because I want to do another Claw movie. I want to do The Things, Witchcraft, and you know, because of the market, I do the sequels because those are easiest. But there's a few movies that I want to do that are just new movies that haven't been, you know, not a part of any sequels, any series. So, you know, so we'll see what happens.
He's got franchises, man. That's pretty awesome, man. And
well, you know, that's kind of what saved me because it's a way different business than in the 2000s. Even like when streaming came in, and the technology, that kind of like a lot of companies actually got put out of business because and I used to just be a producer for hire. So that means people would give me money and I make movies for them. And that's all I wanted to do. And that business has really kind of went away, even though I'm seeing a resurgence. There's a couple people talking to me about doing, you know, me coming on as a producer for hire again. So I hope that, you know.
Yeah, I remember your old website. It was the Movie Factory, and for $10,000 you made a film. I remember it when I was a kid.
Or more. You know, we made movies from like, you know, nothing till in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's like, you know, but so you've been on here for like almost an hour, right? You got a bunch of people. I'm glad to see everyone.
Yeah.
And we're from all over the country, right? We're in different states.
Yeah,
I know you're in Texas.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida, so and nice to meet you, David. So thanks for joining.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
So yeah, I got a podcast. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go on.
I was just saying I do a podcast. I got a small part in Amityville Turkey Day remote, and I just got back from Pennsylvania working with Polonia in The Stalking. I was one of the main cast in that, so that'll be coming soon.
Yeah, so yeah, I know I'm buddy, but I've been friends with Mark forever. We've been, I don't know, like kind of like a friend of the almost family. I look at him like we know each other for like forever. You know,
he's a good guy, and Mark Polonia did Camp Blood First Slaughter, which was technically Camp Blood 3 after that long gap. Remember, he did the comeback Camp Blood, so he's huge, and he's done a bunch.
Yeah, that's then we did that one, then we did Empire of the Apes, and I really got into like making movies to build my library, you know, because like in the 2000s I didn't really care about building a library, but I really should have, you know, and you know, that's because at the end of the day, when you own your masters, that's where it is.
Yeah, man. And for me, it was an honor. Thank you for the opportunity, letting me direct the Camp Blood, man. It really was a bucket list thing for me to do, man. I was such a big fan of the series, and you know, for every little indie director out here, man, they all want to do a Camp Blood movie. They're fun, and they always get a lot of attention.
Well, you know, I mean, for you, you're you're a good promoter. So, but a lot of these guys, they want to do Camp Blood because even though Camp Blood is not like a mainstream film or whatever, but if you're working in this lower budget or this micro budget type of films, I mean, the chirping thing, probably through my house. But anyways, then if you do a Camp Blood and you haven't done a lot of stuff, it kind of brings your name up a little, like Ted Monty, not Ted Monty, Ted.
Monahan? I think it was Monahan or something like that. I can't remember.
I can't never Ted. He did 666. He kind of like in a way, made a big impact on the series, and people really liked that film. So that's why we did the sequel of 666 Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. Just working with you in the process and developing the script and how you wrote the outline and stuff. It was really an enjoyable experience, man. So we had a blast making it.
Well, I like to be like Dan. I mean, this is a weird business. You got to deal with all kinds of people, and when you have a lot of films going, you can't I'm just try to be like a factory approach. Okay, let's do this, this, and this, and not really think about it too much. We're not going to have a lot of money. Want to hit what people like about the series and just kind of go out and do it. If you overanalyze it, I think you're going to screw it up. So
money goes so fast. I had a director I was producing blow through $65,000 in like a week. So money goes too fast.
I did a film, and this wasn't one of my bigger budget ones. I think we spent like $27,000 one day on it.
Wow.
And we had a location and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It goes fast. So what's up, John Ward? Any questions for David Sterling?
Ted Mooring is the guy who did
Ted Mooring.
Yeah. Sorry that I messed up his name. I like him. I met him once when I was in Philadelphia, and he's a nice guy, and we always talk about doing stuff, but he wants to go into doing research and stuff. He's a very smart guy and stuff. So
yeah,
I'm gonna move somewhere. I'm gonna get rid of this noise. So this might be too dark though. Anyway, don't pay attention to me. Talk among yourself.
Cody, you just saw the film. What'd you think of the film, man?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Okay.
No, I'm waiting on
your
you.
Blu-ray's coming in a couple days, so you'll catch up on it.
Yeah.
John, have you seen the film?
I have.
So, what are your early initial thoughts on the film?
Oh, there's somebody at the door.
Wow.
No, I liked it.
Cool.
Who's at the door?
Brad Sykes.
Oh no. Well, tell him to have a nice evening, a nice day.
Oh my God.
Oh no, wait, I'm mistaken. It's Sean C. Phillips.
Oh God, that's even worse.
Hey, I think I love everyone. I think Brad's a great guy. I think Sean's a great guy.
Yeah.
They all work hard on this stuff. Love all those guys.
Yeah, Carl Solomon is messaging me. That's very weird.
I will say the one thing that I do like about the disc is how it has audio commentary and stuff like that on it. So to me, that always adds to the value of the movie.
For sure.
Special features.
Yeah, it was a really good package he put together, and I like that. And he was telling me all these ideas he has that he likes to put it in. And a lot of stuff, I learned about, the post-production and doing the product and the DVD. Dave was telling me he had some really cool ideas and really opened my eyes and stuff, putting an extra movie in there. I would have never thought of something like that, So,
I mean, you just got to figure out what the big guys are doing, even though we have no budgets like they do, and just try to figure out. I put a lot of trailers. People review my stuff on YouTube, and then I put that on as the extras. I think people like that too. I make commercials for my box sets. I think, I mean, I'm not like Arrow where I go back and get 10 interviews from, some movies are older. We put out, I didn't put out, but Future Video put out a movie I did, Revenge of the First Wives. and he went back, and I shot that a long time ago. He actually found three actors that he got to be in the video, and I think those are nice extras.
So, Dave, I know when you made the first Camp Blood, Scream was like the big thing, and everybody knows that Friday the 13th, the nickname was Camp Blood. Did you think it was going to be like such a hit and have the longevity that it did, or you just wanted to make like a fun slasher?
No, well, originally Camp Blood 1 and 2 was shot in 3D, and how I got Camp Blood. I went to this 3D company in Santa Barbara that had a consumer lens that you could shoot stereoscopic 3D, and I was trying to get money out of them. So they were hesitant. So what I did was I go, give me that lens, and I made a short. And they looked at it and they go, oh, well, can we borrow this short? I go, no, you can't borrow it, but you can buy it from me. So I sold them a short. And then we did a 3-movie deal, which was Camp Blood, and then we did the V-World Matrix, and then we did Hunting Season, or it went into Hollywood Video and Blockbuster's Grave Vengeance with Jeff Leroy. So, and we did all that stuff in 3D because, if the best thing you could do is see what other people are doing and try to do something that they can't do with the same amount of money. So anyone could go in the woods and do like a Camp Blood whatever, but nobody was shooting 3D. I mean, I ended up shooting about 15 movies in 3D, true low budget, but true stereoscopic. And then I did a bikini TV show in 3D. So I did a lot of 3D, but I knew if I could get in with the 3D that I would have movies that they would give me work. It took me a while to get money out of them, but I made it happen. It wasn't a lot of money. We did and we did pretty good with them for that. I worked for those guys for like, I don't know, 12, 13 years. So that was one short got me about 13 years worth of work.
Wow. And as a director, when somebody says, let's do a 4-picture deal, it's a really good feeling. It's happened a couple of times and it feels really good, because you have work to look forward to. And, that's basically like a year's worth of work, so that's always a great thing to hear,
Yeah, well, it's like I'm a producer. It's different than a director. I look at things a little differently. But anyways, I'm boring everyone. I'm a boring person.
No, you're the creator of Camp Blood. Well, does anybody have questions for Dave while we have him here? You are the creator, so we're all like...
Mel, what's your question?
My question is, what's next for Camp Blood?
Well, there's Camp Blood 10. And then me and Will are kind of talking about maybe doing another Camp Blood.
Yep.
And then, like I said, next year, the Camp Blood box set, a new one, would be really exciting if I pull it off. And if we get that Camp Blood animated done, I need it done like this summer so I can put it out for Black Friday. And then, like I said, next year, I think Camp Blood versus X-Finder. I think that would be great.
Wow. That's epic.
Of course, you would be in it now.
I'm down.
Mel and Heather, we need in there battling it out.
But I got a question. Since you're got plans for the animated one, are you gonna for the kills try to do more outrageous stuff that you can't do?
Yeah. I mean, we've been working on it for 2 years. It's almost done, and some of the stuff is really cool. It's kind of gamey looking because it's very low end. But the guy I'm working with, he's already did an animated movie before, so it's not his first one. And he's a guy, I won't say his name just yet, but he's worked on me he's done music for me. The first film I ever let him edit was a Lionsgate release, actually. And he's done all kinds of stuff. We've been friends and working together for almost 20 years. So, and he kind of didn't want to do stuff, and I was mentioning, I think we went to lunch, and I'm like, oh, it'd be so cool to go do a Camp Blood animated, and he's like, I'll do that, and then I think it's going to be like a 60-minute movie. It's animated, but I think about 45 minutes is done already, and like the stuff looks it looks cool. I think the Camp Blood people are gonna really like it.
Wow, I'm excited. I just can't even.
I think that David's forgetting. I'm the lead male.
You're the
Camp
lead
Blood.
in it. Oh wow!
Oh, see, it's
That's how long ago. That's how long ago it was done. Yeah.
Mel, there's a lot of incest going on in this film business. Don't you think?
Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness. Cody, do you have
I didn't mean to say that, but I think you guys know what I mean. I mean,
this is a late night show. It's okay. It's a late night show.
Everybody's in there. Everybody. Well, I meant the word not. I meant it. What am I? I meant it like everybody's in everybody's other's film. You know what I'm saying?
We knew what you meant. It's all good.
Okay, good.
So
Cody, I'm getting embarrassed.
Cody, you're a Camp Blood super fan. So what are your thoughts on the series? Why do you love it, and why are you such a big fan of it?
I mean, there's so many good ones in the set, and hearing that there could be a crossover with Camp Blood and Axe Grinder just gets me even more excited. Like that would be great. Like I don't think there's a bad one in the Axe Grinder series.
Yeah, okay.
Really?
I'll agree with that. No, they're all good. Hey,
I mean, Axe Grinder 2 is kind of but
to be honest, I like the first one the best. Dave Calamari is the director and he works both coasts, and he's one of my favorite directors to work with, and he did a really good job on Axe Grinder, and we did that a long time ago. Hey, by the way, I put out my first soundtrack. I don't know if people have seen
wow.
So,
very cool. So you're putting that out on record.
Joe Sherlock, right?
Huh?
It's Joe Sherlock's band.
Yeah. Zip Square. We're gonna do another record, I think, in the next couple months, and I think that's gonna be part of what we do because it's good. I have a way of doing them pretty easy, and I'll compare this album cover with any other album cover. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty badass. Very retro. I like it. Very cool. I agree with David. The first Axe Grinder is the best. Yeah, the first Axe Grinder was really special. That was a really cool movie. A lot of different ideas. I don't want to spoil it if anybody hasn't seen it, but that was a lot of plot twists in there. They did a really good job on it.
Well, I believe on that one there's two cuts. We had to cut some stuff out. Then nobody's seen that one for a long time, and then we on the new one, the Blu-ray, we have both cuts, I believe, and actually the one that we cut stuff out is longer than the stuff that's not cut out. It's weird, but there's more blood, more R-rated stuff, let's say. So.
Oh wow,
we gotta see that cut. Worth owning. They're different in their own way, but they're both worth owning.
Right. Yeah. Right. And it never really got a great release. It got releases over the years. It came out originally on DVD as there's a different title. I forgot what the title is. And then I put it out on VHS around 2010. And then I put it on DVD 2010. And then I up-resed it. So we put it on Blu-ray. So it's had different releases, but I think the Blu-ray release has been the best one so far.
Somebody said the artwork on Camp Blood and Axe Grinder box sets is amazing. Best of the box sets from Jeff Man 316, Pop Culture Reporter. Very cool. See, people love these box sets, Dave. You got to keep cranking them out.
Yeah, like I said, we're working on 3 new ones right now. So hopefully by the end of the year, and we've done 10 in 10 box sets in 3.5 years. So
somebody said I have a question. I have a question for Will. Would you be interested in directing an Axe Grinder sequel? Of course, but that's up to the boss, David Sterling. He calls the shots. I'm just a director, so that's up to Dave in the future.
Yeah, I'm the godfather of micro budget.
Yeah, so we'll work that out. We'll talk about it.
I mean, I was in the first one. I mean, to me, To me, Mark Polone is the god. He's the one who first did the micro budgets, but I think I'm the godfather. People have to come and kiss my ring.
He was like you guys were the godfather of like SOV and stuff. We can't call it no more. We can't call it SOV because we're digital now.
Mark was the original OG. Mark's the OG.
Platform.
And McBride.
Shannon has the box set right there, David. Check it out. Oh, wow.
That's the Axe Grinder and then the Camp Blood.
Oh, sweet.
And I've got 4 other of Sterling's box sets up there up top.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Cody has a lot of masks to mine, don't you, Cody?
That I do. I was gonna say it's SOD now, not SOV.
Yeah, SOD now.
Well, and Will may not know this, but Cody is going to be getting all the Zomghoul costumes.
Really? Wow, Cody, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Wow. Those are going to go to a good home.
Those costumes soar a lot. That's all I have to say. Thank you for serving them. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Axe Grinder is Left to Die. That's
Left
the other
to Die.
title.
That's the original name. Okay.
Left, yeah, cool. 2, the number 2 die. You can find it. I have it. I have both titles.
Wow. I did not
know Left to Die. Yeah, that came out through. I think J.I. wrote. I think Bookwalter's old company.
The new iconic Camp Blood Clown mask, man. I love that mask. I was so mad when I had to give the mask to the people who got the mask. So.
I'm working with the effects guy out of Texas now. So, so on the 8 movies, we had really good 8 movies made. So every movie from now on, I'm going to have a really original mask for most of these.
Wow, and the guy in Texas is probably like 30 minutes from me. If he's in Dallas, he's not far from me. So that's very.
He's not far from you.
Very sweet.
He's my secret, though.
Okay,
but,
I got you.
But next time we come out there, maybe we'll go out to his studio. Because I was just in Texas like a month ago.
Yeah, I remember. We just never got to link up, but we will. We will.
Yeah, but you just moved in, I think, that week.
Yeah. I just got there. So we'll figure it out. But guys, anybody else have questions for David? He's very busy, man. He's he's the Lloyd Kaufman of LA.
Don't compare me to Lloyd Kaufman.
Anybody have any more questions for David?
Good.
John?
Well, I think we need just more boxes for your sets.
I'm working on it, buddy.
Not just movies to go into, but just like the box itself. Because now, like Camp Blood 666 Part 2 just sits on top of the box.
Oh, that's right. You need extra
like I said, that Camp Blood might be going. The box might go out of print, and I'm coming up with a new box. I think that's part of the plan I'm working on. But like I said. I'm doing these. They're not slip covers. I'm doing slip cover boxes. So when they come out, I think people really like what. Like when I do new box sets, they're gonna be filled with Blu-rays and like these slipcase boxes, and there'll be bigger boxes. I think people really like it.
Just leave a couple empty slots for the next 2. There you go.
Yeah. I think the next box will be able to hold 15 movies.
Hey, Shannon, do you have any questions for Dave, man?
I don't. I message him every now and then.
Hey, let's hear from the girls.
Oh yeah, Heather, come on. What's up?
Yeah, I know. I'm super excited to work with you. Let's make some movies, man. I haven't talked to you very often, but the phone call we had was great, and I have a lot of respect for you, and just ready to die or kill, one or the other.
She's ready to die for you, David.
You're in the
for you, David.
Heather, that was really strange.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's my favorite.
You're in the Midwest, right?
I am. I'm in Illinois. I travel constantly for film, unlike David.
So I grew up. I told you I grew up in Chicago.
Yep.
And where's Dave? Dave, aren't you in Chicago?
Yeah, I'm like a few miles west of Chicago, actually. But yeah, I know you went to Glenbrook, right? Like up in North.
Yeah, and a Columbia College graduate.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Really?
Alumni.
Did we graduate the same year? I can't remember. We're about the same age, right, Dave?
I doubt it, but okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, I think by the time, I think he was already graduated by the time I was born, but I'm not sure.
Maybe I graduated before you were born, probably.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm just excited for all the collaborations with everyone here, and we're making some great content together and great films together. So I'm excited for what the future holds. And Dave, I'm excited that you're putting out content. I know it was rough for everybody during the pandemic to go on sets and stuff. Now that that's all cleared up, let's make some fucking movies, guys. I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'm ready. I'm back.
I like saying this. Fuck the pandemic.
Exactly. Everybody, fuck the pandemic.
Fuck the pandemic.
What a hole. What a hole in everyone's life. What a hole in everyone's life.
It was hard. It was hard. I got COVID like 4 times. It sucked. Every time it sucked.
Yeah. But this year's better. This year's better.
Way better. And it's a fresh palette, man. It's a fresh start for everybody, and we're all excited for this new year, so let's rock and roll.
I got one for Dave.
Shoot.
Hey, I know with Domi's passing and everything, that kind of put a pause on it, but are you planning on doing another occultist movie?
Well, this is the long story, the short, long story. Actually, we went into production on 2 occult movies. And I went with some guys I knew, and I think they're working on them. I don't really kind of letting them do their thing. It's a whole deal. But as far as that, I do want to do. I decided on the occult movies from now on. If I ever do more, I'm going to be the one that's on the set to produce them with the people I want to do it, because I really like those. There's only 2 in the series, but I like those movies, and they're a little different than the slashers and stuff. And I love the occult. I did Witches Sabbath. I did Attitude for Destruction, which is a Guns N' Roses sort of band, but they got the devil. I did a great movie on Tubi with Todd Rundgren, who produced the Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell album, 17 million units. He was in my movie. It's on Tubi. Go watch it. It's called The 27th Club. It was one of the bigger budget movies they shot. Great
I remember
movie.
that. That was in Walmart, right? I think I saw it in the stores. I remember that.
Yeah, it was in Walmart. It's on. I actually watched it from time to time. I watched it on Weekly last night. We shot on Reddit. Looks really great. We spent a lot of money on it, but I think that's like one of my newer movies that are like pretty great. So I love witchcraft stuff. That's why I came up with The Occultist. The Occultist, that dates back from 2008, and we did that. The first one we did was we did it in like less than 4 days, and then The Occultist 2, we had like a 6-day shooting schedule, and that came out. They're both good films. So if you haven't seen them, they're online. You can watch them for free on Tubi. Of course, if there was, you've been in these movies, so usually I just try to.
When I was a kid, I did an occultist movie. I think it was supposed to be Occultist 2, but Dave said this is not the Occultist. This is Bloody Nun, and it became Bloody Nun. I made a supernatural nun movie.
But that turned out okay for you, right?
It turned out okay, especially Bloody Nun 2. It was a big hit.
And Bloody Nun 3, is that out?
The editor, I'm just waiting on the editor. He's still editing it.
Those freaking editors, god damn it!
I know. So
it's like it's hard or something.
It looks great though. We shot it on the Black Magic. It came out really good. We rented out a whole church, so that should be fun when it's finally done. Hopefully, fingers crossed. He finishes soon. But no, I would love to see another occultist film, Dave. That would be awesome.
Yeah, like I said, maybe next year. Well, like I said, I'm just pretty 6 months. I'm pretty booked through. I think the end of the year. And like I said, I may be booking a couple more films to get done this year. So we'll see what happens. You know, it's like you're always doing this stuff as you got actors and producers, and you always got to be hustling for your next gig or two.
Exactamundo. I totally agree with you. John Ward. So, how does it feel for you to be a part of the Camp Blood series now? You're the lead in the animated one. You did you were a cult member in 666. How does it feel for you as a horror director to be a part of it as an actor?
I like being, even if it's a small role, in franchises that I really enjoy. I have a very long history with Camp Blood, and so it's nice to finally be part of one. I was a big part of Axe Grinder 2, so that I'm very happy about. So it's great. You know, it doesn't matter how big the role is; it's just being part of it. So it's I really like it.
I gotta say, Axe Grinder 2 is the best looking Freddie Palmer. What you did with that costume, he looked really cool. You put the chain around his neck. He had the jester mask. It was really.
Thank you. I completely designed that. That was my design, and I was surprised that I got credit for that. To be honest, under the circumstances.
Hey, I didn't even know John was on here.
Wait, who's?
It's such a little screen. I can't see everyone. Hi, John.
Is that David?
Hi, John.
David, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Ward. John Ward.
That's me. You're David Sterling.
And John
we've been talking. I'm like, I can't even see you. I can barely see you. I didn't even know I was talking.
This is the guy you go out to steak dinners with when you go to Vegas all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and John have done lots of stuff together.
Yeah.
John's the #1 fan of Camp Blood.
Really? I thought it was Cody.
Well, I don't know Cody that good. You know, I don't know him that well.
I think he's the #1 collector of Camp.
Oh yes, okay, he is the.
I'm like the #1 of knowledge. So
Shannon might give him a run for his money. Shannon has a pretty good collection too, but Cody is definitely #1.
I'll share that title with John anytime.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, the whole video on the Camp Blood mask.
I do have the original 3D lens that we used. I do have the original SVHS camera that we used on as a prop in Camp Blood 2 and Evil Sister. We shot. I have this SVHS camera that we used in Camp Blood 2. As a prop, and we shot the trailer with the camp. We shot the trailer for Camp Blood 2 before we shot the movie. So I have this original camera. I have this 3D lens that we used on a lot of these movies.
So that's how it worked back then. You just popped the 3D lens on the camcorder, because I know now you have to have a separate 3D camera.
You know something? Those lenses sucked. They were meant to be for consumers, and I know that the guys that I had were pretty, Jeff Leroy and other people I work with, and they hated using that lens. I don't know how a consumer could. And in 2010 there was a big 3D boom, and we got these cameras that were really great. I did 2 movies with them, but I did 27 episodes of a bikini show in 3D. And these cameras were like plug and play, really easy to use, and they really look good. I've seen them on. You could still do 3D. You could still watch 3D through projectors, but you cannot they do not make 3D TVs anymore. But back in the day, I was watching this stuff on 80-inch Mitsubishi projector TVs, and they look fantastic. They look really good. Even the stuff that we shot with these other lenses, when we changed how they were, you could watch 3D several different ways, and they changed it from the original. They had depth and stuff like that, but they were so fucking hard to work with.
Wow. So I got to ask you a question, Dave. How does it feel like every time a Camp Blood film comes out, especially the first two, like people review it, they write like papers on it, they make videos about it. It just gets so much attention. Like people do their class college project on it. How does that make you feel as a filmmaker that you created something?
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, I'm really proud of that series, but I've made so many movies. I wouldn't say those are my best movies I made. People, like I said, 27 Club or Unseen Evil, Witches Sabbath, Iron Thunder, Alien 3000, the movies that I made with Jeff Leroy, the Creepies 1 and 2. So it's not like I'm really glad to have this series because people love it and stuff. I just wish people would dive more into my library. I have so many movies, though, so it's hard to really. Every now and then I get a fan that knows every freaking movie. I'm like, they tell me stuff that I don't even know about these things. So, like, those are like super fans or maybe sicko fans. I don't know. But, I'm always doing stuff with Camp Blood, trying to figure out the next move on those because that's like, like Lionsgate when they have Saw or, something like that. That's a movie that keeps on doing well, keeps moving along. I mean, I do sales. A lot of times, a third of my sales are like weekend sales or whatever. A lot of my sales, that were a third is like Camp Blood stuff. When a new box comes out, yeah, people like that and stuff like that.
Amazing.
There was a guy. There was a website. There was a YouTube channel that I sent a box set. They did a review and they kind of liked it, but they said there's too many Camp Blood movies, and I'm thinking to myself, there's not enough Camp Blood movies.
Exactly. They want more. I've been reading the views. They want more. You have a lot of fans.
More.
They need more. Give them the shot of Camp Blood. So, guys, we're gonna wrap it up soon. I'm gonna go across everybody with some parting things. Horror Freak, you have anything you want to say to David or address Camp Blood before we end the show?
It was just first, Will, thanks for letting me co-host. Nice to meet you, David, and maybe we'll work together in the future. I don't know. That'd be nice. So we'll see. Meeting everybody else too, and I'll be sure to check it out, and I'll share this video, and maybe I'll have you guys on my show later, and we'll keep in touch. So
thank you, Steve. You did a great job. Shannon, any parting words on the Camp Blood experience or to David?
It was great. Thank you so much, David, for letting Will take charge of this, and thank you, Will, for bringing me on and showing me the ropes and continuing to work with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been awesome.
Heather.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. This was a life-changing experience for me. It was nothing but for real. It was nothing but the best time. Thank you for having me and inviting me onto this project, Will, and thank you for creating David. And I'm excited. And everyone in the cast, I cannot wait to work with Mel. She's amazing. Everyone that I've already worked with, and I'm just ready to make movie magic with everyone.
We got you, Heather. We got you.
Very blessed, and thankful to be a part of this. So, Bridget was a blast.
David Perry, David, what's up, man? Let's get some party words.
Let's see. Well, what do I say? Well, I just had a great time and glad to meet everybody. And let's see. Not only that, I'm very much open to joining in the sequel. That'll be a lot of fun again.
Yeah, let's do it. Mel, what do you want to say, Mel?
And I have a lot to say. Thank you guys, all of you, for hanging out with me tonight. This has been wonderful. Thank you, Will. I'm looking forward to working with you and Heather and everybody. David, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for everything. I am so grateful that even though I died in the first one I did, Camp Blood 7, I'm so grateful that you guys and we keep finding a way for me to come back somehow. I think that's just so fun. I'm so honored to be such a huge part of this series.
Very nice. Yeah, it was amazing. That was David Sterling's idea. He really wanted you to be in this movie, and I'm happy he did because it was amazing working with you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cody, any last words to Dave?
I'll try to keep it short. I mean, if this movie didn't happen, I don't think you and I would have connected. So I mean, it's cool to kind of see, you know, where you and I have gone from then to here.
We're boys now. We're boys now.
Like I'm so excited for January and getting to meet so many of these great people in person and getting to work with them. That's going to be so awesome. I'm looking forward to that, Dave. Like I'm a huge fan of these box sets. I'm so happy to finally be a small part of these Camp Blood movies. You probably appreciate it just as much as I do, because I'm sure I paid rent a few times for you. But I mean, these are of them. Kind of in a weird way, this kind of connected me with John as well. Like, I mean, I love Axe Grinder too. I mean, John is a great filmmaker. The Axis movies are fantastic. Like, John's become a friend of mine, and it's nice that stuff like this segues into talking about other things that aren't movies. So I mean, that's the stuff that means the most to me. So I mean, I appreciate y'all's friendship, and I really look forward to a lot of you guys in person.
Definitely. All right, John Ward. You know, I can't control John Ward. John Ward might say some controversial stuff. You know, I forgive me, guys. Go ahead, John, man. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't for David, I wouldn't be here, period, because he asked me to work on a film a long time ago, the Clown Motel Massacre.
Oh, that movie! I gotta say, that movie looks like the best Clown Motel movie. I saw parts of it. That freaking thing looked amazing.
When's it coming out, John?
Last I spoke to Phil was only about a month or so ago, and he said there's a brand new edit. So so maybe soon, hopefully. So
it looked like they shot on the red camera. John was the killer clown. Like, how crazy is that?
No, you know, I know that they shot that. I'm pretty sure on a prosumer Panasonic 4K.
Okay.
We started talking about that movie in 2016 on the set of Jared's Cohn movie that I produced, Devil's Domain with Michael Madsen. So that's where that movie started.
Yeah, that looks great. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
John showed me a trailer. It looked awesome.
That was an interesting time to film that. So you know, I thank David for that, and I appreciate, you know, the work that I have done with him, and hope to do more in the future. Cody and I, of course, are you know, we do videos together, and we have our Nicolas Cage videos that we do from time to time, and we just put one up. And Cody, the goat, and Cody just did a whole video on all of the masks that he has. So
I gotta check that out. I'm gonna check that out tonight.
It's got a lot of views.
I need that video to put on one of my Blu-rays.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then, of course, I worked with David on Zomgul, so it was great to work with him. And then, you know, Will and Julie, you know, always good to work with them. And Julie's been in a few of my films.
John is the man on Zomguls. John had my back in the Foxhole, and I had his back. I love John Ward. He is the fucking man.
Oh, love you too. Thank you.
He will have your back in real life. He had my back.
Wow, it's like a love fest.
It is.
Dave,
I love it. I'm so here for it.
Dave, any last words, man, before we get out of here on Camp Blood and everything, man?
Hey, you know something? Thank you. Really, you know, I felt like that I dominated the last half an hour or so of this thing, and I'm sorry if I did. But okay, really, man, thank you for having me on, and thank everyone for being part of this. And, you know, John and Mel and Dave and, you know, everyone out there, Cody. I really, you know, I grew up, I lived in Chicago. I wanted to go in the entertainment business. But when you're a kid, you don't really know what that is until you start doing stuff. And I've done it for quite a while, and it's just half of it. Every day I want to quit, okay? But the other half I go, okay, what next 5 movies do I want to make? So it's kind of thing. Thanks, Will. If it wasn't for Will, there wouldn't have been this movie for sure. And everyone else, you know, and if you want to come on, I do, just hit me up and say, yeah, I want to do your show. And I'm doing them slowly because I got a lot, you know, it's the summer. Oh, I'm heading out to Arizona this weekend. So for people that are watching this, if you see me at the Mad Monster party. Friends or foe, come up to me and autograph. I will have merch stuff in my. I will have Blu-rays and box sets, and I'll have it in my car because I won't have a table. So I will have those new record albums, which are very limited. So I guess this is the plug I'm doing. So if you see me in Arizona or any other show, never be afraid to come up to me. And I love meeting fans. I love the fun. And like when I talk to people, I ask them, I want to say, hey, where do you live? And how did you get to see my movie? And what other movies are cool to see? So I'm not only a guy that makes movies, but I just love this whole fandom kind of thing on these movies and then being part of it,
Yeah, awesome. Well, guys, great show. Thanks everyone for coming out. Camp Blood is coming to VOD soon. It should be on Tubi one of these months. It should be coming up soon. We're excited to see it hit streaming and blow up from there. We thank you guys. Thank you again, David. Thank you, John, Cody, David, Mel. Thank you, Mel, for joining. Shannon. Was a blast making this movie, guys, and I can't wait for everyone to see it. And on to the next Camp Blood, baby.
Bye, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Here comes Bad Rock Music.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
See you next week, guys. See you next week.